Hello and welcome to News 9. I am Shubhayan Chakravarti, joined by Abhishek Paul to discuss the big match, the first match of the day in IPL between SRH and Punjab Kings. The latest coming in from the toss is that Sunrisers have won the toss and as usual have maintained the tradition, the IPL 2022's tradition of opting to field first. So Sunrisers Hyderabad will be fielding first, but there's a huge blow for Punjab Kings today, Abhishek. Their captain Mayank Agarwal is not playing. Shikhar Dhawan leads the side and Prabsimran Singh replaces Mayank in the playing 11. A huge blow for them.
Huge blow, and he was hit on the toe, you know, during the practice session. Shikhar Dhawan, the interim captain of Punjab Kings, mentioned that, and it's a huge blow. He is not only their captain, he is their opener too, regular opener. He scored a half century in the last match. His presence merely in the field, you know, it really lifts up the team, and he will not be there. And Prabsimran Singh, young Punjab lad, is playing today. He is a talented player, but to face the fearsome Sunrisers Hyderabad attack in your first match, it's a daunting task. And you know, Punjab Kings, they have been dealt a massive blow before the match has even started. A match which might see them, which would have or might see them, you know, going into the top 4. Any team which wins today goes into the top 4.
Absolutely, and here's the playing 11 of Punjab Kings. Shikhar Dhawan is leading the side in the absence of Mayank Agarwal, and of course Prabsimran Singh comes into the playing 11. Then the big hitters, Johnny Bairstow, we might see him open today along with Shikhar Dhawan, and then the big guns of Livingstone, Jitesh Sharma. Jitesh Sharma has been absolutely phenomenal so far in this tournament. Then you have Shah Rukh Khan, Odean Smith, and then the bowling attack of Kakisor Abada, Rahul Chahar, Arshdeep, and Vaibhav Arora. A good lineup, but then you can sense that that Mayank Agarwal is missing from that 11. He's that crucial to this lineup.
True. You know, I mean, suddenly, you know, some of the meat that Punjab's batting is all about is missing. You know, Punjab is all about its batting prowess. You know, Punjab's bowling is really weak. If this team has to, you know, go to the playoffs, you know, survive long in this playoff race, it's their power-packed batting that's going to take them forward. And the absence of Mayank Agarwal, it's a massive blow. Though they have players like Johnny Bairstow, they have Livingstone, Odean Smith, Shikhar Dhawan, you know, all informed players, but still Mayank Agarwal's absence will pinch them, because he, you know, that left-right combination that he used to provide with Shikhar Dhawan at the top, he could hit those big shots, aggressive shots. He scored a half century in the play the long innings. You know, like yesterday, his previous long-time partner KL Rahul could play till the 20th over. Mayank Agarwal is another player who could play till the 16th over, 17th over. Punjab are surely going to miss it. And today is the day when the likes of Johnny Bairstow, who has not fired in the first 2 matches, should step up.
Absolutely, and not only Mayank's batting, but his presence on the field. He's a terrific fielder and is leading the side. His captaincy skills has been lauded by many in this tournament so far. So Mayank Agarwal is missing, but let's take a look at how the Sunrisers Hyderabad are shaping up for this match against Punjab Kings. So they are playing 11. They haven't made any changes, Abhishek, and there's no need to tweak a winning combination.
Yeah, I mean, they're you know, more informed team. They have won their last 3 matches, and there you go, the Hyderabad playing 11. Kane Williamson, Abhishek Sharma are the openers. Both are informed. Both have scored above 100 runs. You know, in fact, Kane Williamson in the last match itself, he was brilliant. Rahul Tripathi, their top scorer, you know, with a strike rate of over 185 in this IPL. And then Aiden Markram, Nicholas Puran, Shashank Singh, Jagadish Suchit, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Marco Jansen, Umran, Malik, T. Natraj. You know, therein lies the strength of Sunrisers Hyderabad. Those 16 overs, you know, 4 informed pacers, they can take the breath away from any team. And Punjab Kings, it's a contest between Punjab Kings batting and Sunrisers Hyderabad bowling. You know, it's a day match, so dew is not going to play that much a factor. I mean, the first innings is going to be crucial. You know, we are in for some treat today.
Absolutely, and Shikhar Dhawan will get his new opening partner. We'll get to know whether it's Prabsimran Singh or whether Johnny Bairstow gets a promotion from number 3 to the opening slot. But Abhishek, you talked about you know, these two teams having so many good players. Then there are X Factor players who can change the course of the game single-handedly. We'll take a look at the 2 X Factors from this team, and in the absence of Mayank Agarwal. For Punjab Kings, I think Liam Livingstone's role will become very crucial, given that he gives that firepower at number 4 in the middle order, and the knocks of 60 and 64 in the middle of IPL 2022, I think it showed his true potential, what he can do with the bat.
In the absence of Mayank Agarwal, his role attains extra importance. Generally bats at number 4. You can see his strike rate, right? 186, 136, and more importantly, he is Punjab's second highest scorer in this IPL. If a number 4 batter comes in and scores 164 runs in 5 matches, it's just brilliant. Shikhar Dhawan is the only player who has scored more than him in Punjab Kings. Shikhar Dhawan has scored 197 in 5 matches, but today's match, especially because he comes in at number 4, he has, the liberty to go mad in the middle overs, and this Sunrisers Hyderabad team, with the likes of Umran, Malik and T. Natarajan coming in and bowling those end death overs and middle overs, a power hitter like Livingstone can, he can be the difference between a score of 160 and a score of 190. So he's the one.
Absolutely, that's a great point. And you talked about Umran Malik as well. In the last match against KKR, Umran Malik was absolutely breathing fire against Andre Russell. Andre Russell was struggling to put bat to the ball. So that battle against Liam Livingstone will be very, very crucial, because Livingstone is a dangerous player.
I think Liam Livingstone is better placed at this point of time as a power hitter than Andre Russell. Andre Russell, he's great. Last match also, in the last over, we saw, he took the match from 160 to 175. He hit, I don't remember the name of the bowler, but he's in the last over, he took the match, scored to 175, scoring 2 sixes and 1 4. But Liam Livingstone, his hand-eye coordination currently is much better than Andre Russell, and Umran Malik and T. Natarajan have their task cut out today.
Absolutely, and for Sunrisers Hyderabad, there has been only one batter who has just stolen the show. We are talking about Rahul Tripathi. What a sensational IPL Tripathi is enjoying, Abhishek, and he has just gone under the radar, that despite scoring at a strike rate of 178 and close to 180, right, Abhishek?
He has been a player who took Rising Pune Super Giants to the final, who played crucial role last year in KKR reaching the final, and yet he's not among the superstars. It's really a surprising factor. And his strike rate, 178, highest among anyone who bats in the top 3. It shows his impact. Top 3. You have players like Prithvi Shaw in other teams. You have players like Shikhar Dhawan. You have players like several other, David Warner. Those kind of international players, and still he has got the highest strike rate among all these top 3 batters, which says a lot about his potential. Clearly, the IPL is his battleground, and he has done really well. After the auction, we thought that Sunrisers, what did they do in the auction? This is one pick that they can be proud of.
Absolutely, 2 individual players, but there are going to be so many mini battles within this big war. Both the teams are eyeing that top 4 spot, and whoever wins today gets the top 4 spot. But don't forget to subscribe to News 9 Sports, and that is your one-stop destination for all content related to sports. Abhishek, let's move to the key battles in this match. So many mini battles, and starting from the power play, I think it's going to dictate the terms of the game. And let's take a look at which battle we are talking about. There are so many bowlers, be it with the new ball. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is there, T. Natarajan is there, but Bhuvneshwar's record against both the Punjab openers, although Mayank is not playing, but Mayank as well, Bhuvneshwar had a great record. But against Shikhar Dhawan, he has had so far, like 1 dismissal, strike rate of 97 run. Decent job.
It clearly shows that Shikhar Dhawan has not been able to dominate, Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He swings the ball, and today this key battle is even more important, from the perspective of Shikhar Dhawan, because his other regular opening partner Mayank Agarwal is missing, and he'll be expected, to give the team a good start. He is their top scorer, 197 runs in 5 matches. Again, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, he has been bowling really well. He has been getting those wickets. He has been showing his experience. He has been, though in one or two matches he was expensive, he has come back really well. And this contest, between 2 India veterans, 2 players who are fighting for their place in the Indian T20I team, is going to be really crucial for this match and for the battles ahead too, as we look forward to the T20 World Cup.
Absolutely, and in terms of the middle over battle, I think Rahul Tripathi, we talked about Rahul Tripathi and his impact for SRH this season, but he is going to face an informed leg spinner in the form of Rahul Chahar, and Rahul Chahar has conceded plenty of runs. We saw Tripathi how good he was against Varun Chakravarti, just taking him apart to taking him to the cleaners. So a battle to watch out for, definitely, Abhishek.
Yeah, I mean, as in the pitch report, the experts said that it's a dry wicket, spinners might get some advantage. Though the strike rate says 183, but he has faced only 12 balls, 22 runs. Rahul Chahar, this has been a tournament where the leg spinners, they have dominated the show. One into Hasaranga, Yuzvendra Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, all three leg spinners in the top 5 wicket takers. And Rahul Chahar, after, I mean, though it's showing that might opt to bat, but it has not been the case. Rahul Chahar, with his leg spin, he has the potential to really dent.
Our producers will show the graphics again between Rahul Chahar, that mini battle between Rahul Chahar and Rahul Tripathi, and there it is, the dismissal, the strike rate. I won't bother that much about strike rate.
But 12 balls, 22, mathematically it shows like it's really great. But Rahul Chahar with the spin, with the zip that he produces, and he is a man who is hurting, right? I mean, he can see he was part of the T20 World Cup squad, and suddenly he's nowhere. Other leg spinners, other Indian leg spinners, the famous Kulcha pair, they're performing really well. He might be facing a little bit of pressure, and he is one player, who has supreme confidence. He has got that fighting spirit, and today, if he can stop the likes of Rahul Tripathi, it will be really great.
Absolutely, and for Punjab Kings fans must be hoping that Kakisor Rabada fires all cylinders, because this season he has done decently, but again they would want a flurry of wickets from them. And Kakisor Rabada's battle against Sunrisers Hyderabad is Nicholas Pooran. I think that is also going to dictate how this match pans out.
I mean, in 22 balls he has dismissed him 3 times. That's really crucial. I mean, Kakisor Rabada, though he was expected, he is still the leader of the pack, with his experience and all, but somehow in 4 matches he has taken 6 wickets with an economy of 8.21. He could have done a little bit better. Rahul Chahar, surprisingly, not surprisingly, because this edition has all been about leg spinners, but Kakisor Rabada, if he can win that middle over, death over battle with Nicholas Pooran, who stays till the end. Last few matches we saw how he stayed not out and took SRH to victory. It's going to be really crucial.
Absolutely, and Abhishek, an interesting tidbit from the match. Shikhar Dhawan, when he last captained in the IPL, it was for Sunrisers Hyderabad. So he's now leading the team, but from
he has been a long time SRH player, and today he's playing against SRH
and as a captain.
Wow.
That
IPL can sometimes pit you against friends, right? Like we saw in the match against RCB CSK.
Friends and brothers as well. You saw Krunal Pandya getting out Hardik Pandya in their first match, GT versus LSG. So a lot can happen in IPL, and that's what makes this tournament very special. But Abhishek, what are you expecting from the conditions there? The overall T20I average is not that great at the DY Patil, but then again the pitches this time around in Mumbai have been flatter. We are seeing scores of 170, 180 there. So are you expecting a high scorer or a low scorer, given how the pitch report was said?
Average score is around 155, but important thing is how the middle overs are dominated by the Punjab batters, right? Because though, despite the absence of Mayank Agarwal, I think it's really. I mean, they have the firepower to take the score to 190, but in front of them is Sunrisers Hyderabad, right? Those 16 overs, there you can see T20 matches played at the venue 15. The teams batting first, they have won 5 matches, and teams batting second have got 15 matches, but Punjab has got the batting attack. I think, still I don't know. I mean, I think Sunrisers, because of the absence of Mayank Agarwal, maybe Sunrisers Hyderabad has a little bit of advantage, because that extra that batting lineup, it has been dented, which is the only strength of Punjab Kings this time.
Absolutely, and you are saying that the team which no one gave a chance to, that is Sunrisers Hyderabad, they are going to notch up their 4th straight win of the tournament.
they have a massive chance today. You know, had Mayank Agarwal been there, you know, whose picture you can see in the background, but he is not playing today because he is nursing a toe injury. Shikhar Dhawan said that he might be back for the next match as well. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Punjab Kings fans would want that to happen. But if he would have been present, I would have said still Punjab Kings are the team ahead, because these are two teams, you know, who have been like equally consistent. 3 wins for each of them. But because of Mayank Agarwal's absence, I think Sunrisers Hyderabad, with the bowling prowess that they have and their bowling first, have nosed a little bit ahead. Though you never know with players like Odion Smith, Livingstone in that playing 11, Shikhar Dhawan in the playing 11.
Shah Rukh Khan yet to fire.
Shah Rukh Khan is yet to fire. Wow, brilliant.
Absolutely, that's why Punjab Kings were one of the favorites to go. Before the tournament started, Punjab Kings were one of the favorites to go on and lift their first ever IPL trophy. But let's see what the match holds. It's an exciting match on cards, definitely. But for those who are joining now, we'll give you a brief update on the toss and the playing 11. From the toss, Sunrisers Hyderabad won it. Kane Williamson got his 6th straight toss, absolutely spot on, won his 6th straight toss and has decided to field first, going by the trend. No team so far has opted to bat first after winning the toss in this tournament. And the big breaking from Punjab Kings' camp is that their captain Mayank Agarwal is not there, and Shikhar Dhawan takes the captaincy hat in place of Mayank Agarwal. But then he couldn't win the toss and Kane Williamson opted to field first. Here's the Punjab Kings' playing 11. Prabsimran Singh has replaced Mayank. Shikhar Dhawan, the captain there. Johnny Bairstow likely to be his opening partner today. Liam Livingstone, Jitesh Sharma, Shah Rukh Khan, Odion Smith. Then the bowling attack of Kagiso Rabada, Rahul Chahar, Arshdeep Singh and Vaibhav Arora. Arshdeep has been mighty impressive in this tournament, Abhishek. So his role will also be very crucial, given that Kagiso Rabada is not firing all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, Arshdeep Singh, you know, last season he was really brilliant. This season also, he's a local guy. In 5 matches, he has taken 2 wickets. His economy is better than Kagiso Rabada. It's 8. You know, this has been a season of left-arm pacers throughout we have seen guys like Mukesh Chaudhary, we have seen guys like Yash Dayal, domestic left-arm pacers, you know, who are staking a claim about getting a collar from the national team, and Arshdeep has always... Khalil Ahmed, I'm sorry, I missed out a big name in Khalil Ahmed, and you know, players like that who are knocking on the doors of the national team. Arshdeep Singh, you know, last season he was absolutely brilliant. Today, if he can give Kagiso Rabada a great support, you know, we have been talking about how Punjab Kings batting has not been firing on all cylinders. If Arshdeep Singh provides Kagiso Rabada a great support, nothing like it, you know, because you can't always rely on your batters to perform every day. And it's good for Arshdeep Singh also, right? I mean, he can produce those bounce, you know, he can vary his pace. He's a left-arm pacer. He has that natural angle, you know. And last year I interviewed him. He said he has got a good mental attitude also. He said that he divides his overs into 3 balls and 3 balls. If he gets it in the first 3 balls, he thinks that okay, that over is gone. Now I'll bowl a new over. So such kind of thinking from a young player like Arshdeep, it's really endearing to hear, and he should, you know, back his words with his actions also.
Absolutely, and he'll be sharing the ball with his old friend, childhood friend, I would say, in Vaibhav Arora. Vaibhav Arora has also enjoyed an impressive start to his IPL career, and let's see whether Arshdeep and Vaibhav Arora can give good support to Kagiso Rabada.
And Prabsimran Singh is opening the batting with Shikhar Dhawan.
So
that's an interesting call, because you have an international T20I opener who opens for England, but still Punjab Kings team management has decided to go with Shikhar Dhawan, their regular opener, and Prabsimran Singh, who
naturally is also an opener.
Yeah, naturally is also an opener, but he's a domestic, I mean, a lesser known opener, but still interesting strategy there.
Maybe they want to safeguard Johnny Bairstow against the new ball. Maybe against they don't want to take any risk against Bhuvneshwar Kumar or Umran Malik, who can create havoc with the new ball.
I think their strategy would be that Perhaps Simran Singh would have been given the license to kill, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
he might have been said that, okay, you don't care about your wicket, just go on.
Anyway, he has nothing to
nothing
lose.
to lose, right?
Mayank
I mean, he
Agarwal
know that when
will
Mayank
be
Agarwal
fit,
come back,
he'll have to walk out.
So I think that's the strategy, right? Like he goes for the big shots, you know. Maybe score a 12 ball 36. I think his job will be more than done.
And the only way I think he can make a straight away impact is that if he plays a quick fire knock.
True, that's the only way. That's the only way. There's no way he's going to replace the regular captain.
Absolutely,
right?
and I will take a look at Sunrisers Hyderabad's playing 11. You talked about the left arm pacers, and from SRH there will be two left arm pacers, T. Natarajan and Marco Jansen. I mean, Natarajan has found his mojo back. He's nailing those Yorkers again, and Marco Jansen, I mean, he's moving the ball, he's moving the new ball, and the kind of swing which we see from Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Marco Jansen with greater height, with far better pace, is replicating the same sort of pace.
It's a complete pace attack, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have two left arm pacers, both with different qualities, as you mentioned. Natarajan with his slower ones and Yorkers, Marco Jansen with the bounce that he generates, you know, and the movement that he generates.
Yeah.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar, not an express pace bowler, but the one accurate bowler, and he can swing the ball. Umran Malik, all about pace. So it's a complete pace attack, a varied pace attack, and it will be a challenge for Punjab Kings batters.
Absolutely, and Abhishek, two great teams we talked about both at length. Punjab Kings, SRH, whom are you backing? I mean, there has to be one winner in this match, unless it goes to a super over and ends up in a tie.
Somehow I have. I mean, though as a journalist I should be neutral, but somehow I have a weakness for Punjab Kings. The only reason being that they have not yet won the IPL, and I really want a new team to win the IPL. You know, be it GT or LSG, who are currently topping the table. You know, be it Punjab Kings, be it RCB, be it DC. You know, a new team should win the IPL, and for that Punjab Kings should win today and go to the top 4, and it will be really crucial for them. So I am supporting Punjab today, and I am hoping that their batters, minus Mayank Agarwal, would fire and win the match.
Absolutely, Abhishek, we talked about that head-to-head battle between Dhawan and Bhuvneshwar Kumar.
Yeah.
Dhawan has dispatched Bhuvi for a third ball.
Third ball 4, yeah.
So a good start for Shikhar Dhawan,
and he hit it confidently over deep with wicket, right? I mean, it's brilliant, right? From the first over, if he takes on a bowler like Bhuvneshwar Kumar, it's brilliant. I'm really, you know, expecting perhaps Simran Singh to also fire. There's no way, there's no reason he should play defensive today. That's not his role. There's enough batting, you know, coming up after him, and I'm really looking. Dhawan is always there. He's the top scorer. You know, after this 4, he has crossed 200 also in the IPL, so it's really brilliant. But perhaps Simran Singh's role as a replacement player, I'm really interested to watch.
Absolutely, and an enticing battle on cards. It's a battle between SRH and Punjab Kings, and of course we'll also bring you the previews of the second match of the day, that is between Chennai Super Kings and Gujarat Titans. Will Gujarat Titans go on and seal their 5th win? They are on a roll, but Chennai Super Kings will also look to maintain their winning run after winning their first match of the tournament last time around. So a great match in the evening on cards, and we'll give you all the updates from that as well. But for that, for you guys to catch out, for you to catch out our content, please subscribe to News 9 Sports. Just go on YouTube and type News 9 Sports, and you will get all content that we are producing for you guys. That's your one-stop destination for all things sports. And we'll do a special on Mumbai Indians as well. Their 6th consecutive defeat, a horrendous start for the 5-time IPL winners. So that show will be live on at 5 o'clock this evening, and we will discuss what is going wrong with Rohit Sharma and his Mumbai Indians side. So don't forget to subscribe to News 9 Sports, and we'll catch you there at 5 o'clock. Thank you for watching.